everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I am your host, the Conn Man. I have with me this evening I think one of the very best R&B singers around, and she happens to be my cousin, Danielle Andrews. And hopefully she'll be coming on. She's fantastic, and I'll tell you a story about how I found out that she was my cousin. So we'll get into that a little bit later. But I don't know. She is just like a tremendous singer. Matter of fact, I'll say it right now. When I was refereeing at the Burgo Basketball League, and I would sit on the top and I would look down, and her husband Kevin, who was one of my boys, he played on my team, 35 and over, and a great ball player in his own right. He said, "Mike, this is your cousin." I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Okay, cool." And anyway, that's how I found out. And her two sons are great ball players. And the little one, let me tell you something. I started talking smack to him. He talked smack right back to me, and he got me. So I'm not happy about that. You know what I mean? But hopefully she comes on. I think she will. If not, you know me, I got a big mouth. We can talk NBA. We can do whatever we want. And then also later on, I have Lex Barrios, one of the hardest working women I know. She's trying to make it to the WNBA. Hopefully she will. But right now she's the head basketball coach of the women's or girls team at New Bedford High School. She's doing a great job. And, she's dedicated, and the girls love her, of course. And so I'm blessed to have both of them on the show this evening. I'm just waiting on her to come on. I saw Danielle. I don't know, maybe about 3 years ago, and she put on one of the best singing exploits I've ever seen. And then I do my thing at Money Park. I give out recognition awards, and I had a whole bunch of singers. And it was raining, it was inclement weather, and they still came. They did the damn thing, and they were fantastic. So basically, I just want to. I don't have any bio on Danielle, but when she comes on, she'll tell you. I think she had a top hit with her group back in the day, and she's going out now. She's performing all over the place, and she is phenomenal. And I hope she comes on. If not, you got to deal with the Conn Man, which is not a bad thing, by the way. Getting back to that. I'm just trying to think of memories about Danielle. All I know is she's very sociable. She's one of a kind. On one of her videos, I don't know if I posted it. She goes out and sings, and she goes to everybody in the audience and gives them a hug. Who does that? For real, who does that? Danielle does that. You know what I mean? And her husband, Kev, he's doing the damn thing as well. And they're a great couple. They have great kids, and they're doing all right. And I'm very proud of them. And I wanted to give Danielle her roses. Hopefully she comes on. I don't know. If not, we're gonna do. I got Lex Barrows after this, and then of course, tomorrow I have a guy by the name of Wally Ali. Wally Ali is, if y'all know about Motown, Wally Ali played for the Temptations, Marvin Gaye, the whole nine yards. He is the best guitarist I know, and he has the vocals that are unbelievable. So we're gonna be in for a treat tomorrow night at 5, and we're doing a damn thing today. And of course, tomorrow evening we have Courtside View with my man Kuma King and Coach Dante, and of course, the boss is gonna probably chime in, Key Williams herself. So while we're waiting, I guess I thought she would be coming on. So what we can do, we can talk NBA. And I go on my rants, and Key and Coach, they try to get me to get mad. You know what I mean? But
did you say something about basketball and ranting?
here's the boss, Key Williams. Key, is she on? Did she get in touch with you?
No. I thought you sent her the link. Was I supposed to?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You told me to send it to you, and I did.
You know something? That's my fault. I guess can you send it to her?
You got an email?
I think I sent. Oh shoot!
Or I had to look through this one. You might have to reschedule.
Well, I hope not. Oh, hold on.
But let me some magic. Let me go see. Keep talking.
Let me talk smack like I always do. Getting back to the NBA, since we're gonna go, I have a little rant to rave. Okay, since I got you guys on the air, a couple of things that I'm very upset with. Number one, the NBA ball players, they're making $40 million a year, and some of them, and they complain about every damn call. I can't. Me being a referee, it's hard being a referee. And let me tell you guys something. You guys have no idea what they go through. One of my best friends in the world, Eric Brittle, refereeing the NBA, he did 17 games. And after every game, they give you the tape of the game and they break every call you made or didn't make. And also, matter of fact, I recall Eric telling me about a video on block charge, 2 hours on they show every block charge. I mean, the NBA referees, they do a damn good job. It's a hard job because the NBA have so many athletic, talented individuals, and they got 10 of them. They fly, they jump. It's not easy to referee them games, and of course, you're going to get heat. Now, by the same token, I get mad because when players are right, they get fined. Who was it? Ant. Ant from Minnesota. He made a comment about the referees, and he got fined $40,000. Now, when the referees mess up, you don't hear nothing about it. But when a player speaks his mind, and he was right, by the way, he gets fined $40,000. So I have a problem with that, to be honest with you. I don't like that. The referees do a great job. They do the best they can. And I don't know. When they mess up, what happens to them? You guys will never know. It's under the table or behind closed doors. But you say something about the referees, you're going to get fined. But at the same token, that doesn't solve the issue because the player's still going to think what he thinks, and the fans are going to think what they think. And of course, they do a 2-minute review of everything. And I don't know. Tough call for me on that one. It's a very tough call. But again, I want to thank. I always do anyway. Key Williams, Jake Silva, Kuma Kane, and Coach Dante for doing the damn thing. Oh, did you get her?
I don't think you ever sent me an email. If you did, I don't think you sent me one.
Oh. I guess, boss, I messed up on this one, so I can send you I can send her the email when I get a chance on my other phone. So I'll do that. She's probably waiting. She's probably waiting for it.
It's all right. It is. I mean, it is what it is. See if you can. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Bob. I mean, wow. I thought I sent it, but anyway, I was talking about the NBA and the referees, and Ant from Minnesota got fined $40,000 for making a simple complaint. And I was saying, when the referees mess up, do they get fined? You know what I mean? So, and me being a referee, I have a hard time dealing with that. You know what I mean? When the player's right and the referee messed up, they have the players have to pay a fine, and the referees, nothing happens to them. So I think that's a problem as well. And since I got you on, boss, what do you think about your Philadelphia 76ers and Embiid being hurt?
Oh my God. Sixers need to just sit Joel for the rest of the season. In my opinion, if it's gonna be tough because we're dipping in the standings. I mean, I don't want to get below 6, because then we be playing that's playing mode.
Right.
But he needs to sit out as best as he can so he can be healthy for the playoffs. I get, they stroked his ego a little bit because they're like, oh, well, you don't play in the big games. You don't play in Denver. I think he went out there for Denver, and they told him to sit down. So NBA fined the 76ers $75K because of that, because he wasn't on the injury report. But it happened pre-game. So how are you gonna? I just don't understand. Like, how you know this man had knee injuries. He's been out before. He's been out of games before because of his knee. Right. And so he goes play pre-game. He goes pre-game, and they say he can't do it. Now I'm not making excuses for Joel. We all know he needs to play dominant in the playoffs as well. So if he can't go, he can't go. But I think he wanted to go. And if your MVP tells you he can go and he's fine, I mean, let him play.
I agree. Now, boss, what do you think of the fact that he's having a remarkable season, but he may not make the quarter of games being played, and that could hinder him? What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I know a lot of players are upset about it. I know Tyrese Halliburton said something about it. He said he don't think it's fair because if you legitimately hurt like he is, that shouldn't count him. That shouldn't, fault him. But I thought that we wasn't going to do this load management this year. I thought we wasn't going to do that. But again, you can't tell who's hurt and who really isn't either. You can say you can just say an element. Oh well, his arm is hurt and he's not playing. So you can easily. I'm not saying you're faking, but you can easily just make up something so they won't sit out. Well, if that's the case, don't have games played back to back either, because I know that was a lot. That's a lot. That's a toll on your body. You got to go to one city to another city and play the same game over again. Don't schedule back to back games. I mean, there's 82 games in the season. I get the wear and tear on the body. I get it. Just automatically say Joel's not going to play all 82. He doesn't. He never plays all 82 games. The most games he's played in his career is 68.
Right. And boss, the fact is, them back-to-back games, I don't get it, because you get into another town by 2:00 in the morning, you don't really get much rest, and it serves no purpose. I mean, they should be able to do that where they don't have to go back-to-back. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I have no idea why they do that. I don't know. So what's your take on the NBA so far, since I got you on the show, boss?
NBA is good so far. We've seen some surprise teams, making their ranks. Some teams we didn't think was going to be where they're at, and some teams we automatically knew they were going to be where they at. We knew Detroit was going to be bad. Didn't know it was going to be this bad, but we knew they was going to be bad. We knew San Antonio was going to be bad because San Antonio, I know they got Wembanyama, who's going to be a good prospect moving forward in this league. Look at OKC. They turned their season around, and they're third in the West, I believe, right now. So all them years of them being last, and all them draft picks is finally coming to use. So they're third right now in the West. Minnesota, it's still mind-boggling to me, because you're number one in the West, but you're 27th overall in the offense. That don't make sense.
Right.
How are you almost dead last in offense and you the number one seed in the West? That don't sound right. So if Anthony Edwards is not on, nobody else is gonna score. Karl Anthony Towns, he has his moments, and we all know Rudy Gobert ain't gonna score because Rudy Gobert don't have no offensive. Rudy Gobert don't have no offensive game to him whatsoever. None.
No offensive moves at all. Nothing. You get nothing out of him.
That's why I said Rudy Gobert is soft. I don't want to hear it. To all the Rudy Gobert fans, oh well, he is soft. Soft.
Hey, ask Coach Dante. He calls him Mr. No Show. We all know
that. That's Karl Anthony. Karl Anthony Towns is Mr. No Show.
Yeah, right. I'm looking at the East right now while I got you here, and I know you're busy, so while we're waiting, I'm looking. What do you think about Doc Rivers coaching Milwaukee?
Well, he ain't got no wins right now. He's 0-2. He's 0-2 as a coach. I just don't know how that's a. Of all the coaches, y'all want to pick Doc Rivers.
And you know how much he's getting paid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the bag. 3-year contract, and unfortunately, first game was against Denver. But he's very well. I guess he's pretty good with veteran players. So I don't know how that's going to work out. I really don't know.
And you know
Right now,
Doc don't like playing the young guys. So if you got some young guys on the Bucks team, you can forget about getting your minutes.
you are absolutely correct. I know that very well when he was coaching the Celtics. I already know. We had Avery Bradley at our camp, and he said some stories. I don't want to reveal. Matter of fact, I can reveal them. He said he hated playing for Doc Rivers, and but at the camp the very next day, boss, we had they had interviews from Boston interviewing him, and he called Doc Rivers one of the best coaches he's ever had. Smart, politically correct, but he said he hated playing for him, and I don't know. I think Doc got a good chance. My beef is I think Mike Jackson should get a shot, but I know he's very religious, and that's causing problems within the NBA. But they, he can get an interview, boss. I think that's wrong. What do you think?
Mark Jackson could get an interview, but nobody to hire him. I don't know what it is or why they blackballed him. But y'all can say, oh, Steve Kerr this, Steve Kerr that. Steve Kerr was not responsible for that 4 championship team that he has. That was all
Exactly.
Mark Jackson.
Ex-
Mark Jackson drafted Steph Curry. Nobody knew who Stephen Curry was from a little college called Davidson. Everybody's like,
yes.
who is this guy? Nobody
Yep.
knew who Draymond Green was and Steph and Klay Thompson. Nobody knew who these guys was. That was all Mark Jackson. And then then he didn't have a bad season with the team, and then y'all just cut him. And now he don't never get a chance again. Just imagine what his knowledge of the game could be. He's respected as a player. He's respected as a person. Teams and players would not mind playing for a guy like Mark Jackson because he knows the game. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of teams I know that could use Mark Jackson. The Lakers possibly because he wouldn't take no stuff. Maybe Charlotte, Washington, somebody that needs a coach these players can listen to.
Well, boss, let me tell you what I think. I think he should be with the Knicks. He's from New York. He knows his stuff. I think he would be great for New York. Thibodeau is very good, and right now they're playing very well. Randall got hurt. I don't know what the extent of his injuries are, but I think he would be a great coach for the New York Knicks. What do you think? Uh-oh.
The Knicks would welcome him with open arms.
There you go, boss. There you
Definitely what he would do with Brunson and what he's doing right now with the team. You know, Josh Hart and DiVincenzo. You know, the 3 Nova guys that played
Yeah.
together. Y'all know how I am when it comes to Villanova.
We know. We know.
um, as coach over there in Houston, he got one of my Nova guys in Cam Whitmore, who's doing the thing over there too as a rookie. But yeah, I mean, and Mikal Bridges is another one, another Nova guy. But Mark Jackson would be great in New York. Probably could
I
get
think
some.
so.
Probably could get something out of Julius Randle too.
I think so. I do. I mean, he was a great player. Uh, I think he'd be a great fit for the Knicks, but it ain't going to happen. We already know it ain't going to. It just feels very sad that he's getting blackballed. And they say because of his religion, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Any surprises you have in the
What do that
NBA?
got to do with basketball? What do that got to do with basketball? Like y'all need to take this religion and politics and everything out of the game. And who cares? Who cares if he likes yellow and green and purple? Like, why does that matter?
I agree, but I guess he bestowed it upon his players, and some of them didn't react to it very well. I guess that's what I'm hearing. I don't know. I have no idea, boss. I don't know. It's just a sad situation as far as that's concerned. And my Lakers, don't let me get started with them. I don't know what the hell was wrong with the.
Conn, you can coach the Lakers better than Darwin Ham is right now.
I think I could. I mean, look at that. They're in ninth place right now. They're 24-25. They lost 2 games in a row. It seems like, well, I know
They
Anthony
about
Davis.
They're about to lose 3 in a row because they play the Celtics tonight with no AD or LeBron.
So you already know what's going to happen then. So, I don't know. That's the damn Lakers. I don't know what's going to happen. And then we were talking about, Bronny's going to play with LeBron. Bronny's averaging 5 points a game. Who the hell's going to draft him? Although
they already said he's going to go undrafted.
They did.
I just was reading that. It was like now he would go undrafted.
5 points a game. How are you going to justify that? But anyway,
exactly.
It is what it is, boss. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah. Anything you want to talk about before we go? Because we ain't got another show till 6 o'clock. So
I know tonight they released the reserves.
They did.
For tonight they're going to.
Okay. I can't wait to see that.
You already know who the starters are in the East. We got Joel. I doubt if Joel plays, so they probably get another starter. So it's Joel, Giannis, Jason Tatum, Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. I don't know how Damian Lillard got put up there.
Popularity, I guess. You know what I mean?
I don't know how.
Well, the coach of Minnesota is picking the reserves, so I don't know who he's going to choose. And we know who's picking the reserve for the Celtics, so you know who's going to be on that team. So it is what it is. I don't know.
I think Tyrese Maxey gets his first All-Star vote. I think Maxey will be a reserve. I think Steph Curry will be a reserve. Booker might be a reserve. You only get so many people on there at a time. I don't know who's going to start for Joel because he's not going to play. Right. Maybe Bam might start in front of us. But I'm so glad they're going back to East and West and not what they was doing before. Get the old school, right. Maybe it'll be more entertaining. That's another thing. Do you think they should make the skills competition better for the All-Star? I know a lot of people don't want to do dunk competition because it's so, I guess, controversial. What's your thoughts on the dunk competition?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. The stars have egos. You remember when Michael Jordan and Dominique and Spud Webb, they took the Kobe Bryant, they took the challenge. You got guys right now don't even though they raise the earnings if you win the dunk contest, they don't want to go as if they lost. So the dunk contest to me is horrendous. I think and who was it? Somebody made a great point. There are so many great dunkers on the street. Maybe you could have a couple of them that will make things more interesting. But you got 4 people in the NBA, most of them unknown, doing the dunk contest. I have problems with dunk. It's not like it used to be. Used to be was phenomenal back in the day, but right now I think that it's a problem. They got to do something. But hey, they can do something to make it more entertaining. The skill part. Well, we got Curry and I can't pronounce the name from the New York Liberty. They're going to be performing on the 3-point shot, so that might be pretty good as well. But unfortunately, due to my mistakes and my girl Danielle, my cousin Danielle Andrews, didn't come on this evening, but I will reschedule her. And we got another show coming up at 6 o'clock. So again, she's a phenomenal singer, R&B singer, and her and her group had a top 25 hit, and she's phenomenal. And my apologies to her, so I'll get back with her, and we can reschedule that as well. But at 6 o'clock, we do have Lex Barrios. The boss knows Lex Barrios and the Hoop Queen, Megan Price. So it should be a good show. She's doing some good things, and again, I've been given the platform to recognize others, and she's doing the damn thing, and so I just want to wish her the best of luck, and I'm gonna give her flowers this evening at about 6 o'clock. So right now, with that being said, I think I'm going to take a break and be back at 6 o'clock. So for y'all tune in 6 o'clock and check out Lex Barrios. Y'all have a great night. Stay tuned. 6 o'clock. We got Lex Barrios. Have a great night.